Hey Vibers! Welcome to Vibe with Faith Leprans. If you're new here, make sure you hit the subscribe button. And if you're an old subscriber, thank you so much for coming back. I love you so much. Okay, so today we'll be getting really real. We're going to be talking about marriage. Yes, marriage, relationship, marriage, And please make sure you stay tuned and watch this video till the end. Let's dive in. I know a lot of people will be like, but marriage is not her niche, relationship is not her niche, so why is she focusing on marriage? Of late I've been making videos on relationship and all that. Well, there's nothing we don't talk about here. This is Vibe with Faith Lepron, so we are vibing on all topics, everything related to life, every vlog, every thing related to faith and God and everything you need to know. So small shall we go jump into different topics, they talk about them. So about marriage. Marriage is a beautiful thing. Everybody wishes to be in a marriage. Everybody wishes to tie the knot. Everybody wants to snap those beautiful and lovely wedding photos. But do you know what goes on behind the scene? Behind the scene of all those beautiful pictures, those wonderful things you see online. I've been talking to some couples, some Nigerian couples, and I have like 4 scenarios that I'll be talking about. Their experience, what goes on behind the scene. It's going to be hilarious, but trust me, it's going to be really real because these are real life scenarios. So among these 4 couples I spoke with, there are 4 similarities between these 4 couples. 4 things they all spoke about that they wish they had known before going into marriage. And now these 4 things, I'm going to be talking about them and also, give some little experiences I've seen in real life, aside these 4 couples I spoke to. Now, one of the major thing is communication. Communication is a big deal in marriage that a lot of people wish they had known before, going into marriage with this person. We see a lot of people that they just met and then the next thing they want to get married. They've known for just 2 weeks, some 3 months, some 4 months. The truth is, there's no number of months you should cut a woman before getting married to her, right? But then you need to know these key things about these people before you go into marriage with them, before you say, I do. Marriage isn't just love and vibe. Marriage is real work. You're going into marriage, you need to have communication skill. And communication is not just you talking to each other. Communication has to do with listening and understanding. If you want to go into marriage, you should understand that this person is different from you. This person grew up from a different background. You and this person, you grew up differently. Probably this person grew up in Nigeria, this person grew up abroad, or this person grew up in Abuja, this person grew up in Lagos. So you need to understand that you and this person are coming from 2 different backgrounds. So you need to give them that, opportunity to, speak, air their own view, understand them, listen to them. Communication is not just talking. You can talk and at the end of the day, you're not communicating. You need to listen. You need to understand. Both parties has to always listen. You have to learn the act of listening and understanding. Silent treatment is not communication. Non-verbal cues are not communication. Communication has to do with you listening and understanding. So these 4 couples all said they wish they had known, they had learned communication skill between themselves before getting married. A lot of people just feel like, oh, I love this person loves me, and that is it, let's get married. Oh, you have to understand when this person gets angry, what does the person do? How does this person behave? Does this person speak about his problems? Does this person want to talk about it? Or this person just want to hide in his shell? Does this person want to give you the silent treatment? Does this person just want to walk away and walk like there was no issue? You need to understand these things about people before deciding to say I do. So this is one of the things these 4 couples all said they wish they had known before getting married. Now let's go to number 2. Number 2 is money matter. Another problem in marriage, or would I say a lot of people wish they had known before getting married, is money wahala. Some people will be like, I can cope, he's still struggling, let me grow with him. It's not everybody you grow with. Let's be honest, let's be factual with ourselves. It's not everybody you say you want to grow with. Yes, some people's destiny might take a very long time before they achieve that their goal. Some people's destiny, it will take just 2 years, some 1 year, some 6 months. So you need to know who you are going into marriage with. Do you want to grow with this person? If you're going to grow with this person, have you checked, the person's trend, the trend of how this person has been putting in effort to everything they do? So okay, with the way this person is going, it wouldn't take this person too long to, make it in life, or to at least stay comfortable, live comfortable. A lot of people want to live that, baby girl lifestyle. So if you want a baby girl lifestyle, don't go and marry a man that you want to grow with. Because at the end of the day, you will go into marriage with that person and you get frustrated. Money, financial issues are big issues in marriages. These 4 couples, okay, some of them are actually wealthy, and the others, about 2 of them, they are on the average. So they said they wish they had known how to, not just I don't have money, he doesn't have money. No, there are other talks on financial issues. How do you save? How do we invest? How do we save? How do we plan for things? How do we budget? What's your financial life like? What's your financial planning like? Or are you somebody that just likes to go shopping, spend money? Are you somebody that likes to, buy the latest belt, the latest shoe, the latest blazers and all that? And you don't think about saving plan? You need to talk about these things before going into marriage. You need to talk financial talks before going to marriage. You don't just say, and this guy has money, let me marry him. He proposed to me with a car, let me marry him. No. You don't do that going into marriage. Marriage is a long life commitment. It's not just something you go in and say you want to try and come out. A lot of people have actually gone into marriages and saw that, what I thought marriage was is not what it is. Let me better go back, go out. But no, I don't want that to be your case. That's the reason why I'm talking to you about this. Talk about these things before going into marriage. Talk about finances. How do you want to save? How do you want to plan? How do you want to budget? Do you just spend money at the end of the month when your salary comes, or you want to write out the important things you need to take care of when your salary comes? Even before your salary comes, okay, when my salary comes, this and this and this is what I'm spending on. Not that when it comes, you are not like, Mama Nkechi, I'm owing Mama Nkechi, let me go and pay Mama Nkechi. There's this bag I saw, I want to buy it, you go and buy it. The important things you're supposed to now do, you forget them because you don't have a budget, you don't have a plan. So make sure you talk about these things before going into marriage. A man might come and propose to you with, come and get this car, I want to marry you, take this car and all that. It's not by that. You go marry that rich man, finish. You won't know what his income is like. You won't know how he spends, how he saves. Your own is, let me just spend money. Like I saw a video of a girl that they asked, what do you want to be in future? And then in the next 5 years, and she was like, I want to be in my husband's house, relaxing and eating his money. So it's none of our business how the man is making the money. It's none of our business how the man is spending the money. It's none of our business how the man is saving the money. Her problem is she wants to get married, sit down, balance, and enjoy her husband's money. Well, we need to train our children to understand this thing, so when they are going into marriage, they know what they are discussing before saying I do. Because these things are things that actually break homes. They are things that breaks homes. So let's try as much as possible. If you're trying to get married, you're planning to get married, have these discussions before going into marriage. Number 3 is keeping the spark alive. Romance is not just for honeymoon. Oh, you see, as I drag my face come the camera, romance is not just for honeymoon. Romance should be a part of your life in marriage. I was speaking to one of this couple, and then they say they got too busy that they even forgot to date. You don't date, you don't go on dates. Why? You're in marriage. Even before going into marriage, ask your spouse, how many times should we go on a date? Is it every Friday? Is it once in a month? Is it twice in a month? Is it 2 times? How many vacations do we go in a year? How many times do we go on vacation in a year? How do we, you should know this. How many times should we have sex in a day? How many times should we have sex in a week? I was talking to one of the couple, and then they said when they were looking for children, they went to the hospital, and the doctor, the lady actually was saying this. She went to the hospital, and the doctor asked her gynecologist actually asked her, how many times do you guys have sex in a week? And she said, just to lie, because she obviously has sex with her husband maybe 4 times in a month, or that's once in a week, or sometimes 3 times in a week. She now lied to the doctor that she and her husband have sex once in a week, or sometimes twice in a week. And the woman was like, and you want to get pregnant? How would it even work? How would it work? You want to get pregnant, you're having sex 2 times in a week, once in a week. She said, me and my husband, how many years did she say? Whether she's 30 something years in marriage or 40 something, I can't remember, but that she and her husband have sex every day. And the lady was like, wow, where I was trying to cover my shame, I didn't know I was exposing myself. The woman said they have sex every day in a week. So what are you doing? Keep the spark alive. Talk about these things. And number 4 is family pressure. Do not allow any family member to pressure you. Marriage is for 2 people, not 2 villages. Yes, do not allow any family member to pressure you. Talk about family. Talk about these things. When we get married, should we allow any family member to come stay with us? When we get married, our first 5 years, how is it going to be like in relation to our families? When we get married, if I get pregnant, who is coming for Omugo? Is it the 2 mothers, or just my mother, or just your mother? Talk about this thing, because if you go into marriage, it will get to that point where you would start having issues because of these things. At that point, the sister will now be like, I want to come and stay in your house, and maybe you're not comfortable with it, and the husband will be like, you're a wicked wife, why don't you want my sister to come and stay with us? Because you didn't have this discussion. If you had told him from the start that, babe, see, when we get married, I don't want anybody to come and stay with us the first 5 years of our marriage, he would understand and say, okay, am I going into this or not? If he doesn't want to, then he goes and look for somebody else that is comfortable with the family members coming into their house at their early marriage. Nobody is saying do not allow your family coming, but have these discussions, have this conversation, set boundaries. Set your boundaries. Don't just get married and everybody is coming into your family, coming early marriage. At that point, you start seeing mother-in-law saying, it don't dey take time, you never get belle, wetin dey happen, wetin dey do your womb, you sure say you dey okay? It's 1 year already, my daughter, what is wrong with you? Do not allow it as a husband. Do not allow anybody to put you under unnecessary pressure, because when you get pregnant with that child, they will not come and take care of the child for you. If you want to get pregnant 5 years after marriage, have this discussion. Tell your husband, I'm not ready to get pregnant. I want to stay for 5 years before getting pregnant. The husband could even say, I want us to be 10 years before getting married, because I want to have gathered money so that I can, take care of the children bills and all that. I don't want unnecessary financial pressure. Because if you get pregnant early, in marriage when you are not financially stable. It will drain you. I watched a video of Pastor Kingsley talking about early marriage and early childbearing. If you're not ready for it, you're not in fact, you give yourself like 1 year before you get pregnant. Yes, I'm also considering that too. If I want to get married now, I'll give myself like 1 year. Let me enjoy my husband, so that babies will not come and then boom, everybody is now helter-skelter. Me, I'm trying to take care of children. Husband is trying to look for money to take care of the children. You know, it will be crazy. That bond, you people will start drifting apart. You start drifting apart. You wouldn't know. You start drifting apart. So all these things I just talked about, all these 4 things I just mentioned, are some of the things these 4 couples said they wish they had known before going into marriage. So guys, are you planning to get married? Are you in courtship? Are you in a relationship that you know it's going to lead to marriage? Talk about these things. Do not just rush and say, yes, I want to marry you. Say yes. The crowd is shouting, say yes. Or guy, you said carry and give the man a pull ring for you. You can't jump, say, no, I'm not saying you should not accept if you want to spend the rest of your life with this person, but there are things you need to know about this person. There's conversations you need to have with this person before saying I do. I've had my own share of experience. Do not rush into marriage. Do not rush without thinking straight. Say yes, I do, with your head and your heart, not just with your heart. Use your head, oh. Marriage is not all love and vibes. No. Oh, you're seeing Vicky James happy and all that. Do you know what is going behind the scenes? I'm not saying they are having issues, but obviously they are humans. They would have misunderstanding, but you don't know if they have had conversations like this in the past before getting married. You don't know. They might have sat together and say, okay, babe, this is how I want it. This is how I want it. This is how it should be. This is when I want to get pregnant. And now you are now happy they are, and you're jealousing them. You're beefing them unnecessarily. It could be that they've had these discussions and now they're having a beautiful marriage. It could be that they're showing off. They're just pretending. It could be anything. But do not just believe everything you see online, because couples that are happy could have actually had discussions about these things. This is how I want our marriage to be. This is how I was watching a video of Ade Latif and his wife at Inze show, and they said they actually wrote, I think it's either the imam that told them to write those things, or they just decided on their own, I can't remember, but that they wrote about 10 things they want the other person to be doing, 10 things they want the other person to be doing, and the 10 things this other person wants this other person to do. I don't know if you get it. So Latif wrote 10 things he wants his wife to do, and the wife also wrote 10 things she wants her husband to be doing. Now, where her husband is drifting away from these 10 things she has written, she would give the man the paper to say, see, you are going out of line, or yeah, come back, this is not what we discussed when we were getting married. That's how it works for them. I've also met a couple that say every Friday they have discussions to talk about, how did the past week go? Did I do anything wrong to offend you? And I also love that. I love to do that. I love to incorporate it in my own relationship too. Did I do anything wrong? How is the relationship like this past week? What was it like? Did we have any misunderstanding? How can we do better? Everybody with his own method. So have this conversation before saying I do. Marriage is a mix of love, communication, finances, and family dynamics. What do you wish you had known before getting married? Drop it in the comment section below and let's talk about it. And make sure you like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Also share this video to your loved ones, to anyone you feel is getting married soon, or you think is in a courtship or in a relationship. And for now, guys, I'll be saying bye because I need to go back to work. This is 7:30 a.m. and I am already getting close to work resumption. All right, guys, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching my video. I love you all so much. Bye.